For the lining, I'm not going to be splashing and spraying method. I'm only going to have half centimeter for sewing allowance. While for the main fabric, that is where you'll be needing the splashing and the spraying method, which I also added sewing allowance on it. You can see that I did not for my lining. So you can see that I only added seam allowance, no splashing and spreading method on it. So I'll be joining my pattern 3 and 2 together. Also, I'm going to be joining the pattern 2 and I'm going to press it down. So for this part, I'm going to be ruching it. So I'm just going to sew a loose stitch, then I'll ruche it together. So I'll join it later on with my lining. So I'm just going to fold this down. So for the back pieces, we are going to be joining it down. So you'll be joining the pattern 1 and 2 too. So over here we have our, so yeah, I'm just going to sew this one this way, and this is it. You're sewing it, so you can see that I've roughly gathered it, and you can see that this side is not actually gathered, it's just this part that is gathered. So I gather it this way. This is why I did it here, and I did it up. So you're just going to run a straight stitch over the gather, making sure you are stitching from the main material. So I'm done. You can see that I went on to make a straight stitch. I also double stitch it, but you will not notice. Why for this part, I'm just going to be placing it at the right place. I'm going to follow the pattern. I will make sure it's not too bulky. I'm done attaching pattern 2 and 3 together. So I'm going to be cutting out the belt, which is the main focus. For the belt, I'm just going to be using, as you see me doing, so I'm going to take ruler and just cut it straight forward. So I'm going to be starting from 1 inch, which is going to be for my sewing allowance, and I'm going to take a ruler to sew it. The belt measurement will be on the screen. So I'm just going to cut it, then I'll run a straight stitch over here because I'm going to be flipping it out. So this is how it's going to look. So I have my 2 belts here, which is going to be overlapping. So I'll show you that in the next video. So you can see that I have attached my lining pieces with it. So I'm going to be joining this in. So you need to place it right. So you can see the way I place it. So I'm going to find the middle part of it and I will notch it. So I'll be putting the middle part of it at the middle part of my pattern, and I'm going to be using needle to hold it down. So guys, you need to also take note of this, like this is your under bust, so you'll be needing your under bust so you don't sew more than what you're supposed to sew for the belt. So I'm just going to carefully pin this down. So now I'm going to be joining this with my top. So you can see that I have joined the zipper allowance together, and I also joined the top part. For the zipper allowance, we'll be using a loose stitch. So I'll be joining this together now to know my actual measurement. So I'll be using my actual measurement divided by 4. So I'll carefully place this and making sure that I'm using my underbust So I will be using the iron mark to know the middle part. So I'm just going to pin this over, then put my measurement over here, which is dividing my circumference into 4. My waist measurement is 6 when I divide it into 4. So this is how I'm going to do. So I will do the same thing again. Just divide your measurement by 4, so you run a straight stitch this way. So we are done with this part. So I finished attaching my back pattern. So this is my side pattern. So I finished attaching the two sides with my measurement. So I'll go ahead to attach my zip now. So initially, if it's a gown, you attach it. When you attach the button, you attach the zip. But for this one, I want to try out something new. So that's why I'm just going to attach my zip. The zip. Half, 6.5, and I'm using 8 inches folded. I'm using 8 inches folded. 8 inches, you can see it's 8 inches. So I'll go over here by 4 inches. So I'm going to mark 4 inches here. Then I'm going to mark 3 inches, 3.5 here. So now connect it towards this way. I just connect it towards this way. So I'm going to cut it now. So I'm going to cut my sleeve now. Starting with your sleeve, you're going to be creating a channel where the elastic band can fit in. So I'm just going to take about 1 inch and fold it inward. Why I'm going to be also doing that for the sleeve where I'm going to join. So when you are done, you're just going to cover it with about ½ inch seam allowance. So I'm just going to sew it this way. So you're making, so to put your elastic, I think I added about 5 inches elastic band, and I added it for the both side. So I'm just going to take my safety pin and pin it in. I'm going to attach my elastic band. So now I'm done with my sleeve. So I will be, so this is how the sleeve is. You're going to be making this both sleeve look like this. So now it's time to join your sleeve together. For my sleeve, I'm going to be placing it this way. So I'm going to join the seam together with the elastic band. So I'll make sure I use a pin to pin it down. So this is the sleeve, in case you're wondering how it looks. So this is my sleeve. I have already attached my elastic band this way, and over here I've locked the elastic band at the hand side. So I'm going to take a pin and pin this down carefully. So I'm just pinning it down. So I'm just going to join the sleeve. So now trouser part, and this is the front. I'm just going to take half inch and sew it this way, then I'll come back and show you. So guys, I just finished joining it. So this is the front pieces. This is the front pieces. I'll go ahead and join the back pieces. So this is the back. So we're having two of these now. So this is the back pieces. You can see the back. So I'll just go ahead and have this just like the way I would do for my normal trouser. So now I'm just going to add the other pattern, which is this. So I'm going to add these two together now. When I finish adding them together, I'll come back and show you the next step. See, I'm done with the trouser part, so I'm done attaching the trouser piece. So I will go over to the side and I'll just stitch it according to my, for the waist you will only be cautious of your waist measurement, then the rest you can just stitch it by half centimeter and hem the bottom of your trouser. So I'll go ahead to hem the bottom of my trouser. So now I'll just go ahead to put my flare on it. So this is my circle flare, which is going to be like a circle skirt each. So I'm just going to join it together. I'll come back and show you. So this is how our trouser is looking like. This is after I've joined the skirt on it. The trouser flare. So this is our trouser. Trouser flare, right? So you can see the waist. I've not yet adjusted. So this is going to be the. This is going to be for. So this part is going to be for the zipper allowance. So you are going to leave about 5 inches for the zipper allowance, while we have over our skirt. So you can see that I'm done aiming the button. While for the other this thing, I'm just going to take half centimeter and hem it. Part where you're going to attach your zip. So for the skirt pattern, you can see that I have aimed the skirt. So I'm just going to find the middle piece of the skirt. I'm going to find the middle piece of the skirt and I'm going to attach it this way. So I'm going to be attaching the middle part of the skirt this way. So this is how your skirt is going to look like. For the skirt part, you're going to also tuck in this with your you're going to lose your trouser part in where the skirt can fit in. So this is where I'm going to be losing the trouser part. Then I'm going to attach my skirt in there. So I'm just going to hold it this way, then pin it down. So I went on to join my dress. So I'm basically done. So what I'm going to be doing next, I just attach it with my skirt pattern. So I just pin this down. So I'm going to join the waistline together. So you can see that I just pinned it down. So you are going to then take the zip, also attach the zip, then you are done with your skirt. Whatever that is left, you are going to use the lining to turn on it. So I join this together, then I'll come back and show you.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, 'cause I grind through the clouds.